In this video, I'm going to walk you through the COE Lesson Plan Template and explain how each part helps create an organized, effective lesson that meets the needs of all students. At the end of this video, I will also be going over an example lesson plan so you can see how all these components come together in practice. Scaffold instruction and learning cycle. Effective lesson planning uses scaffold instruction. This means we support students as they learn new skills and then gradually remove that support as they become more independent. Lessons also follow a learning cycle. This includes pre-assessment, instruction, assessment, reviewing data, reteaching, and reflection. This cycle helps ensure instruction is developmentally appropriate and responsive to student needs. Classroom and student factors. This section includes important information about your students, such as learning needs, IEPs, and language levels. It also includes grouping strategies. This helps ensure your instruction is tailored to your specific group of learners. Standards and objectives. Standards define what students are expected to learn and guide the entire lesson. Objectives clearly state what students will be able to do. These should be specific, measurable, and align with the standards. Anticipatory set. The anticipatory set is your lesson hook. It grabs the student's attention and activates prior knowledge, helping connect what they already know to the new learning. Multiple means of representation. This refers to how content is presented using visuals, modeling, and different formats ensures that all students can access the material. Multiple means of engagement. Engagement focuses on keeping students interested and motivated in learning. This can include interactive activities, discussions, and giving students choices in their learning. Multiple means of expression. This allows students to show what they know in different ways. Students might write, speak, draw, or use technology to demonstrate their understanding. Differentiation means adjusting instruction to meet the needs of all learners. This includes modifying content, process, or products for students with disabilities, English learners, and advanced students. Extension and homework. Extension activities and homework provide additional practice or enrichment. These should always connect back to the lesson objectives. Alignment. One of the most important parts of lesson planning is alignment. Your standards, objectives, activities, and assessments must all match. For example, if your objective is identifying the main idea, your assessment should measure that skill, not something unrelated. Using assessment data. Assessment data is used to guide instruction. This can include exit tickets, quizzes, observation, and student work. Teachers use this data to identify learning gaps, adjust instruction, group students, and plan reteaching. This ensures instruction is targeted. In conclusion, the COE Lesson Plan Template helps ensure lessons are structured, aligned, and responsive to student needs. When all components work together, student learning becomes more meaningful and effective. Now let's take a look at an example lesson plan to see how all these components come together in practice. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick overview of my lesson plan template. If you need to pause to read and kind of get a better understanding, please feel free to do so. For Section 1, Lesson Preparation, it focuses on preschool literacy lesson that builds print awareness by helping students recognize and match letters in their names. The objective is for students to identify at least 3 letters from their name. And on this next page, we have the materials that include the name cards, letter cards, and tactile supports to meet the diverse needs. In the Section 2 instructional planning, we begin with the anticipatory set, where the students watch the alphabet song and review letters. Then we go into the multiple means of representation, where I model how I find and match letters using visual, hands-on, and tactile supports. Then we have down here the means of engagement. And for this, students actively participate in a name and letter hunt activity, moving around the classroom to find and match letters of their name. Next, we go into the means of an expression, which I have students demonstrate learning by matching letters, naming them, or completing a cut and paste activity. The assessment is ongoing through observation, questioning, and a quick exit check. By the end of the lesson, students will better understand that print carries meaning and to be able to recognize letters in their names. And I also added my extension activities and my homework.